everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Thursday and it's October 8th. Who we have on our show today is we have 7Day Dental. And that is with Dr. Chung and Dr. Lee, and they're going to talk all about a new laser that they actually have. And then we are going to tell you about how you can have fresher groceries in one of my life hacks later on in our show. Now we have a couple of meetings to tell you about. We have our first meeting, which is the United Landscape Committee meeting, which will be at 9:30 this morning. And then we have the Community Activities Committee meeting, which will be at 1:30 this afternoon. And of course, you can always follow along at Laguna Woods, LagunaWoodsVillage.com/meetings. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our resources that we give you on a regular basis. Regarding COVID-19, you can go to covid19.ca.gov. You can go to ochealthinfo.com. And then, of course, you can call the hotline, which is the county hotline, 714-834-2000. If you'd like to keep up to date locally, then you can go to our website, which is LagunaWoodsVillageAlerts.com. Now, we also have a COVID-19 update right in the middle of our website, so you can always go ahead and click on that and get the latest on what's going on with that. And then if you have any questions or comments, you could email those to info@LagunaWoodsVillage.com. Now, our weather is a delightful temperature out there. It was very nice this morning, and we are looking only of a high of 77 today with an overnight 62. Tomorrow, 75, 62, and a very pleasant weekend, 74, 62 for Saturday. Sunday, 76, 61, but then Monday we are warming up again, and we're going to have some high temperatures the earlier part of next week. Now, our sunrise this morning was 6:51, and our sunset is going to be at 6:25. Joel, thank you for sending this in, an adorable photo. I imagine you caught this at the zoo, and cute little chip there that the little baby wants, so I thought that was very cute. So thank you for sending that in. If you have a photo of a beloved pet or something that you've seen either at the zoo or maybe out in the wild, please email it to us at LagunaWoodsVillageTV@gmail.com and send those in. Even if you have a couple, that will be great. Send those on in, and we'll get those on the show over the next couple weeks. We'll be right back.
I'm Janet Powers. I've been a third homeowner for over 25 years. I've been practicing community association law for over 35 years, including representing senior communities. I've reviewed the CC&Rs and bylaws in detail, and I support their passage. If we do not vote to amend the CC&Rs, we will pay an additional $94 a month in 2022. Help us pass the vote. Vote yes or pay a lot more money.
Welcome back. Well, today I am joined by Christine Chung and Chuck Lee from 7Day Dental. And today we're going to talk about gum disease and oral cancer. Well, welcome both of you to the Zoom. How are you?
Good, thank you. Good morning, Lisa. Thank you for having us again.
You're welcome. Well, I haven't had both of you, so this is kind of nice. I know things are kind of busy and crazy with COVID still happening, although we're moving in a better direction these days. So I think that's a good sign that people will start to not feel so scared to come in. You know, cleaning and sanitizing, making sure everything looks good. Now hold up your mask, because I loved your little mask that you just had, the 7Day Dental mask. Love that.
Yeah, everywhere we go, it's the new norms that we wear our mask.
Right, and we can advertise at the same time. That's awesome. Well,
so patients start coming back, and they feel very comfortable, just like what we have done in the past. Mm-hmm. Amazingly, we have great compliance. When they come in, they do follow directions, guidelines that we have put out according to CDC guidelines. Everybody is practicing social distancing and wearing a mask, hand sanitizer, and we do sanitize each patient they do come in.
Oh, that's good.
Also, we take their temperature.
Yes.
And uh, we're very careful on the day of making an appointment to make sure that we go over the questionnaire, to make sure that they're not sick, or having anyone sick in their family. And we do the screening again when they come in.
Okay.
So we're taking very strict precaution to make sure to keep our staff and patients safe.
Yeah, well, you know, your business, you definitely have to, because you're so close to most of your patients.
Yes.
So I think that's a great thing that you're doing. So let's talk about some of the things. I mean, people may have been putting off coming to see you over these last several months. So dental decay, now it is caused by a variety of different things. Can you go over that with us?
Yes. So it's caused from bacteria buildup and poor. During this time, we're eating a lot more, multiple times per day, and we're not brushing multiple times per day. So we're getting more buildup. Therefore, we're getting more bacteria buildup. And we know the relationship between heart disease and gum disease and dental decay, that the more bacteria buildup, more plaque buildup, only going to make it worse for the heart and other system in our body. And we really feel that the body works as a whole, and the mouth is just a part of the body. And we want to make sure that we're keeping that patients can come in to at least come in, get a checkup to make sure that nothing's chipped, broken, there's no new decay, and they're able to, and they are flossing well and brushing well. We know that a lot of patients, as we get older, they're going to be taking more medicine, multiple medicine. That one of the side effects is dry mouth, and when that happens, patients are not aware, because they don't. It's not a. It's a very slow effect. So patients don't really feel like they have dry mouth. The only thing they realize is they have to drink more water. But what happens during dry mouth is you're going to get more plaque and food buildup at the gum line. And when you brush or floss, you actually have to spend more time to brush and floss, because when the food is dry, it's just harder to remove.
Right.
And when we're younger, the saliva did all that. It cleaned our teeth. Our kids, I remember when my kids were young, they don't brush for 2 days, and their teeth are still clean, because they're in salivary secretion is strong. But so when we have patients are hitting a little bit older, that's one thing we're very cautious about. We want to make sure that to prevent dry mouth decay, because those decays are just so hard to remove because of the location.
Right.
And a lot of times, even though they're very small, since it's hard and difficult to remove, we end up having to be much more aggressive than we want to be.
Well, right, and that's probably going to cause, maybe a little more pain or bleeding. But one thing I was looking here at, your notes is that gum disease, having bacteria could transfer into a gum disease, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So bacteria causes dental decay, and another common disease in the mouth, which is called gum disease or periodontal disease. And due to the pandemic, a lot of patients have delayed their appointment. So lately we have been treating gum disease more than any other times, because they have missed their usual appointments, their regular checkups. So it's tricky, because gum disease is a silent disease, and sometimes you don't feel anything, but then all of a sudden one day it all starts to swell up, and you start to see signs of inflammation, which is bleeding, and that is when the gum disease has progressed into a very worse stage. So in summary, when they do come in, we find out that they have more bacteria build up around the gum and creating a periodontal pockets. So the pockets are the one that we are treating, because if you have pockets, you start to have more buildup. And the deeper the pockets, it's just harder for you to brush and floss, and therefore leading to attachment loss, bone loss, and the end result will be tooth loss.
Yeah.
So we can't stress enough the importance of having regular checkup. And when we find out that you do have gum disease, there are different types of treatments according to your stage. We are very excited. Dr. Lee and I have just bought a water laser. We've treated gum disease with water laser, which is, I would say, pain-free or almost no pain.
Mhm.
And post-operative pain is very, very minimal, very cost-effective. So we're very exciting to introduce that to our patients. You want to add to that?
Yeah, so we've always had there's two types of laser: diode, which is usually mainly used for the gum and to treat gum disease, and usually the hygienists use it. We just bought a bigger, more powerful laser that we're able to do a much more with it.
Okay.
But getting back to the diode laser, so when patients comes in and they have bacteria buildup, the laser does two things. The laser, we do a procedure called LBR, which is laser bacteria reduction.
Mhm.
And what that does, prior we do that. And what we do is we reduce the bacteria counts that is floating in the air, and also that patient, removing it from the body.
Mhm.
Then, if we're doing a procedure such as deep cleaning, afterwards we use a laser to remove the bad tissue. The diode laser is attracted to pigment. So the blood pigment, the bacteria, it's attracted, and you're able to remove it. And thus the patients have less bacteria than they came in with.
Okay.
The only negative is there's a 90 days. It usually takes after, so let's say you did the LBR, which is laser bacteria reduction. It takes about 90 days for the bacteria to build up again. And so that's why we recommend patients that have some inflammation or gum problem to come more often, 90 days, so that we can control the disease. Gum disease is very much like diabetes. You can only control it. You're not going to ever get rid of it.
Okay.
So people that are able to control it, they're very happy because they usually do well.
Okay.
You know, so now with the other bigger laser, the nice thing is there's less numbing. We can even do fillings, small fillings, without even numbing patients. And secondly, we are able to do a much more aggressive procedures in much more gently, whatever you can call that.
Okay.
You're not doing a lot of the traditional way.
Okay.
So laser has come a long way, and we're very excited because we've been attending a lot of courses, and now we finally decide that it's a good investment, because what we want is to provide the care of today and use the modern technology so that we can minimize discomfort and maximize good results for our patients.
Well, that sounds great. I mean, how long has the laser been on the market?
Well, the laser has been around for many, many years. They have evolved, just like anything. Was very big, clunky, very limited use. But now you look at lasers being used in every aspect of medical field. You have dermatologists using it, hair transplant. So it's come a long way.
Okay.
And surprisingly, our diode laser, some of our patients come in for pain, and we're able to use a laser beam to reduce the inflammation and pain. So it's pretty exciting.
Well,
I like that. That's great. You don't have to stick the needle in there.
yeah, no cutting. And like I said, post-op pain is very minimal. And look at the common procedures like frenectomy, a cold sore, or you can remove a little fibroma on your tongue, on your lips.
Oh.
And sometimes there's no shots. So
great.
even a baby who cannot
Latch on to the mom.
due to their attached frenulum, unusual, with the laser, you can just, no anesthesia, and you just sniff it up without using a scissors to cut it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good. That's excellent. Well, I can't wait till someone comes in and is able to use that laser. That's nice. I mean, have they started already or not yet?
Yes.
We have been doing.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes.
All right, great. And then just one last thing real quick before we wrap up. You know, oral cancer is something that we should be concerned about, especially, you know, as you mentioned, when you get older and you just don't necessarily maybe pay that much attention to your mouth. So what would be some things that they should look for?
Well, usually you want to make sure that there's no sore that's getting bigger or any swellings under the tongue, just any kind of a swelling that is getting worse, any pigmentation or maybe any white patches in the mouth. Sometimes, and so I think it's just wise that sometimes we irritate our gum by brushing a little bit quick, and we bang it in our cheek or our palate, and we want to know, hey, is it, most of the time we wait a few days and it goes away, then it's great. But so we want patients to be aware of their mouth, and we want them to look inside their mouth so that they can see if they're seeing anything, and then let us know. So every time we examine a patient, either it's a new patient or recall, we take the time to go over, look through the whole mouth to make sure, and especially in areas that we normally patients don't look, which is, for example, under the tongue or on the side of the tongue. So we want to make sure the patients are being cautious, taking a lot of precaution, look at the mouth. And also when we examine them, we do another second check. And I think it's just great. This way we can prevent a disease or the cancer that is very preventable, and especially treatable if we're able to catch it at an early stage.
Okay.
It's very
that's excellent.
good.
Well, that's important when you come in, that you do a thorough check, because you just don't know how long it's been since they've been there. So thank you both so much. I really appreciate it. You guys have a fantastic week.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Lisa, for having us. We'll see you next
Appreciate
time
it.
again.
All right. And we'll be right back after this.
All great healthcare organizations care, but the best dare to reach higher. At Hoag, we lead with life-saving clinical trials and advanced therapies. Our world-renowned specialists innovate with state-of-the-art technologies like virtual reality and robotics. Hoag is the #1 hospital in Orange County 4 years in a row. Now, more than ever, your healthcare choices matter. Choose Hoag.
Oscar the Grouch here to tell you, to wear a mask out in public around other people. Sure, it'll keep you healthy, but more importantly, I won't have to see your happy, smiling face. And if you don't want to wear a mask, I've just got one thing to tell you. Scram! Go away!
Caring for each other because we are all in this together.
So wear a mask and have a rotten day, will ya?
Okay, so we have some other additional ideas for you to keep your groceries fresher longer. Now, the first one is you're going to ditch your plastic for mason jars, glass mason jars. Now, the nice thing is you're not being exposed to the BPA that can be found in plastic containers, plus the mason jars don't stain. So if you put like spaghetti sauce, that is such a better way to go, because often I put spaghetti sauce into those Tupperwares and the thing is just ruined because they really do stain them. Plus, also, it's going to last a few days longer in the glass. Now, you can find a 4-pack for $12.30 on Amazon. Another idea is to use reusable produce bags. Now, they are helpful to allow your food to breathe and keep it fresh longer. Your food will often look better, taste better, and last longer once you get harmful plastics out of your routine. Now, another interesting thing is you can shrink wrap the crown of the bananas. So you would take your little shrink wrap and you would just tie it along the top of your banana bunch when you get it home, and it helps it to not release ethanol gas that is inside your banana. So I love that idea, because I swear, I think I get that banana home and by 2 days later, it's already spoiled. So, especially because you're leaving it out on the counter and not putting it in your refrigerator. Now, this is an interesting thing for your onions. I've never heard of this. Drop an onion in each foot, tie it, and this is in the foot of pantyhose. So if you have some pantyhose lying around that you don't use anymore, you may want to give them a wash and then go ahead and put in your onions. You're going to drop them into each foot, tie a knot in between, and then continue the pattern on up the leg. Now, this is supposed to keep your onions dry, breathable, separated, and if you suspend them in the air, it maximizes their shelf life. Not sure how they're going to look in your kitchen, but you know, you never know. Whatever you're going to do to keep your onions dry. Wrapping your greens in foil will help them last longer in the refrigerator. So when you wrap them in foil, like broccoli, lettuce, and celery, it will last for more than a month in your refrigerator. Now, placing your tomatoes upside down on the counter or in the refrigerator is a better way to go. So if your stem was removed before the purchase, place the tomato upside down so the air won't seep into the small opening, which expedites ripening. Well, that's sure cool. Also, store leftover items in airtight glass containers, as I mentioned, using some of your Tupperwares. They end up staining the inside, and plus keeping them in these glass containers won't allow chemicals to seep into your food and will keep the air out even better. Tidying up and organizing your refrigerator will not only allow you to see your items much better, but it will make sure that other things don't contaminate each other, and it reduces the clutter and allows the circulation of the cold air in your refrigerator to make sure all of your items stay fresh. So there's a couple of kitchen tidbits for you to keep your groceries to last longer.
Scan Health Plan is a plan that is truly here for their members.
Members are the most important thing.
When you call us, you'll always get a live person. That live person is committed to you and your particular needs.
We cover your prescriptions, we cover your doctor, we cover your hospital. You only need one plan.
If you're new to Medicare, have both Medicare and Medi-Cal, or have been diagnosed with certain chronic conditions, you may qualify to join SCAN now. To learn more, call SCAN today or talk to your agent or broker about SCAN.
This election, all Californians will be able to vote safely from home. Every active registered voter will receive a vote-by-mail ballot with a unique barcode. You can track it using Where's My Ballot, and you'll receive automatic notifications by text, email, or voice call to let you know the status of your ballot once you mail it, drop it off at your polling place, or at a drop box. Vote-by-mail ballots. Simple, safe, secure, counted. Learn more at vote.ca.gov.
Welcome back. So the ballots were mailed out this week, so you should have already received yours this week. If not, it's on the way. And the Third Mutual is asking for a vote for yes on the ballot proposition. Now, if you are concerned or have questions regarding the ballot proposition, There will be a town hall meeting tomorrow at 11:30 in the morning. So instead of the third Meet the Candidates, it's going to be the ballot proposition. So you can tune in tomorrow live here on Village Television at 11:30. But of course, you can always follow along if you, for some reason, don't have a TV available at lagunawoodsvillage.com/meetings. Now, you can email questions to the Laguna Woods Village. Let's go back to that last slide so I can tell what the email address is. No mess, vote yes at gmail.com. Oh wait, no, it's no mess, vote yes at lagunawoodsvillage.com, or you can call 949-354-4199. Now, as the next slide indicated, there is also Meet the Candidates. Now, United's will be at 1:30 p.m. and GRF will be at 4 p.m. You could submit questions ahead of time to meeting@vmsinc.org to any of the candidates or the mutuals as indicated there, and that will be live here on Village Television on the times that are indicated. Now, we also have another event that's going on. It is a virtual event, and that is happening tomorrow, and it is an all-day thing. You can kind of tune in as you wish. It is hoag.org/VR 2020, and it's going to be a conference, a virtual conference, that talks about augmented virtual reality. Very cool. And if you go to that website, it will show you all the different things that you can tune into. They do have some cool things, so check that out as well. All right, let's take a look at our weather. It is lovely, absolutely wonderful outside, and so I don't anticipate it heating up until early next week, so enjoy the cool weather while you can. It is going to be a lovely 77 today with an overnight 62. Tomorrow, 75, 62. Saturday, 74, 62. Sunday, pleasant 76, 61. And then we warm up on Monday, 84, 60. Have a great day in the village. Enjoy your Thursday. And tomorrow's Friday, yay. So we'll be right back here at 9 a.m. Stay healthy. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
I started Sterling Financial under the premise that there was a need for integrity in this industry as well as quality service.
There's such volatility in the stock market. One day it could be up 100 points, the next day it could be down 500 points. Well, what we like to do is be able to have people go to bed and wake up the next morning knowing that their money is safe and secure.
That's what we try to do here at Sterling Financial Advisors, is to create peace of mind and quality of life in retirement.
Hello, Laguna Woods. I would like to invite you to watch our new television show called Inspiration for Today. It's on every weekday morning right here on Channel 6 at 7:30 a.m. Saddleback Church of Laguna Woods hopes to start your day with encouraging stories, inspirational music, and lots of laughs too. Remember, Saddleback Church meets weekly in Clubhouse 5 at 9 and 11. We would love to serve you a free breakfast and have you join with us for worship.
How well are your hearing aids helping? Look at these recent results. No hearing aids, 36% understanding. Current hearing aids, 64% understanding. New hearing aids, 96% understanding. We never recommend a new hearing system unless we know there will be a substantial improvement. Many times, the current hearing aids you're wearing can be reprogrammed to sound like new. Call us today at Advanced Ear Care for a free understanding test and tell them Stuart sent you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Beto, Doctor of Physical Therapy.
And I'm Michelle, an occupational therapist.
Did you know that Medicare covers essential healthcare workers like physical therapists?
And occupational therapy to come to your home.
We can help increase your strength, balance, decrease your pain, and get you back to living your best life.
All from the safety of your home.
Call us today to see if you qualify, and we'll bring the care to you.